Hey guys, in this video I'll be talking about the 4 best gaming keyboards. Obviously we're going to start off with this one, and then I'll talk about the other ones. And no, this is not like ranking my top 4 favorite gaming keyboards. No, this is going to be talking about the performance and pretty much everything else about this keyboard quality, performance, everything. And if I do miss anything, let me know in the comments. And I hope you guys do enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe, and let's get right into the video. So starting off, this is the SteelSeries Apex Pro Mini Gen 3. On the other video talking about the best 3 game keyboards, that was the old Apex Pro Mini, the one that was a little bit louder or somewhat louder than this one. And pretty much this is a better version than the original for a few reasons. One, it does have damping foam in the keyboard. You can hot swap the switches, which is really good. And it looks exactly the same pretty much, except for those different things. And also, this keyboard is using the OmniPoint 3.0 switches, but they aren't branded SteelSeries, they're branded Gateron, which Gateron makes holothick switches for a lot of keyboards out there, including SteelSeries. And this keyboard does include a mini size, which you have here at the TKL, which I did a review on, and also a full size as well. So you got 3 different layouts to choose from. I believe the TKL is the only one that has a white color, if I'm not mistaken. They don't have one for the mini size or the full size, which is kind of weird. But anyways, this keyboard does sound really good as well. The performance is good as well. The price of this keyboard I got on sale for $172, but with it not being on sale, I believe it's like $219, which is a lot for money for a 60% keyboard. But you can probably find this on sale at a few places. Like I said, I got this for $2, and we will do sound test of this keyboard. Actually, let me play the cable so I don't miss anything on my gaming computer. So here we go. And also, this keyboard is only a 1,000 keyboard, obviously, and also, I believe you can change the actuation point by pressing the SteelSeries key and the INO keys right here. But for rapid trigger, which this keyboard does have, I'm not sure if you change on this keyboard or you have to go into the software to actually enable it. But in order for it to actually work on this keyboard, I believe you have to have the SteelSeries software in the background. Let me know in the comments if they fix that. But overall, this keyboard does sound pretty good, and it's $172. But it will be better if it was less than the retail price, which it launched at as well. So yeah, Apex Pro Mini Gen 3, and it's really good. And I will be talking about the next keyboard. The next keyboard we're going to be talking about is the Wooting 60HE Plus. So this keyboard, I know it's been around for a while. They have the V2 out, but why am I telling this one? For one, you can actually get this keyboard now for $150, $160 even. Now, because Wooting, if you don't know, they just put the original 60HE on sale whenever they released the V2. And for this keyboard does sound better than the Logitech keyboards. So let's take a look at. And also, this does have analog features, so if you're playing a racing, for example, you can change the WASD keys to like turn them into like a controller kind of thing. And also I know the case mount entirely plastic. The 6HEV2 has aluminum and a plastic case, but the 6HEV2 has more features in terms of what you can actually do with the case and the PCB and whatnot. And also, these are using the original Lecker magnetic switches, also made by Gateron. And not a lot of people don't like how like the stem wobble or whatever, but personally, whenever I'm playing, I really can't I really can't feel this, like the movement on these switches. And also the cool thing about this keyboard is that you can actually use this is only keyboard, or one of the only keyboards here I'm going to talk about that has web-based software. Logitech and still don't have it, but I believe Logitech is working on one. Let me know in the comments. And these switches have 60 grams of force as well. You can get them in a 45 gram version, or by default with this keyboard you get the ones that have 60 grams of force. Or you can get other switches on Wingding's website that are compatible with this keyboard, or other magnetic switches, because like the Apex Pro Mini Gen 3, it is hot swappable. You can pretty much use like almost any magnetic switch, but the Logitech one, since it's built different, you won't have a lot of options for that keyboard, even if the Logitech one is also hot swappable. And if you change anything on this keyboard using software to close it out, all those features will be automatically saved to the keyboard, which is really nice. So I won't have to have like any software in the background as well, which is pretty nice. And here is the sound test of the keyboard. But the one thing about the Wingding keyboards is that you can't buy them anywhere like the other keyboards I've talked about. I mean, there's one more that I haven't talked about where you can buy pretty much anywhere. But you can only buy this from the Wingding store online. But it doesn't usually take that long to get delivered to you. It takes about like 1 to 7 days, I believe, or a little bit, or actually not 1 day. It's like about 2, 3 something days to like 7 days, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And overall, I still think this keyboard is still really good in 2026, even if the 80HE, the 6HE V2 is out. But the Wingding 6HE is still a very good keyboard. Now we'll be talking about the final keyboard. And the next keyboard I'm talking about, but I have not done a review on this keyboard. I'm not sure if a lot of people have even done a review on this keyboard. And this is the Logitech G Pro X TKL Rapid. So this is Logitech's first Hall effect keyboard, but it does not use Gateron magnetic switches like on the Apex Pro Mini, which we just talked about. This actually uses a different type of it's a Hall effect switch, but it's created differently. It does have a magnet, it's just the way it looks is different. It's not a Gateron magnetic switch that other keyboards use. And also this keyboard, I believe it was 170, 180 bucks on sale, but now it's gone even more up, unfortunately. And you do get this keyboard in only a TKL layout, but you get it's black, a white, or a magenta colorway. And also you do have media controls, you do have brightness, you do have I believe this makes the keyboard that like turns on wind lock, so if this wind ski is not gonna work. This keyboard, I wish they could have done a little bit more with this space up here. I mean, sure, you have volume roller, which is, to me, it doesn't have much tactility to it, like some other gaming keyboards. It just doesn't feel that great. The switches, I believe the Apex Pro Mini Gen 2 has 45 grams so far. I believe Logitech said it has 35 grams of actuation force, so they're somewhat lighter. But I'll be doing sound test, but also this keyboard does have this chromium line around it, which I do not like. Oh, sorry. Well, sorry. I mean I wish they didn't have that line there. It just makes it look not the greatest looking keyboard. I wish it was just leave that alone. The keycaps, they're alright, but unfortunately, if you want to change the color of this keyboard, you have to have Logitech software running in the background, and if you want any other changes, unfortunately. And I'll be doing sound test out of this keyboard, so here we go. So as you see, it is somewhat louder than Apex Pro Mini, which we just talked about, and I believe it's even more than the Apex Pro Mini Gen 3, and just doesn't sound great. Like, I mean, what? I mean, they do have the these things under the spacebar and then under here, like the Apex Pro Mini Gen 3 does, but which just sounds a little bit worse. I mean, it is still good for a game. It just doesn't sound as great as the SteelSeries keyboard. I mean, the volume roller I wish this would be a little more tactile, which I wish they just didn't have that little chromium thing around the keys. But that's just me. But anyways, let's go on to the next keyboard. And the final keyboard I have not done a review on, and this is the Razer Huntsman V3 Pro TKL 8000 Hz. So this is pretty much just a slightly updated version of the original V3 Pro TKL with a little bit of differences in this keyboard. For one, the switches are somewhat quieter. I believe Razer added another layer of damping foam in this keyboard, and also it doesn't rattle as much. And this keyboard, like I said, in the name is 8000 Hz, so this keyboard can register 8000 Hz. Well, honestly, are you going to notice the difference? No, you're not. It's only 0.125 compare, which is 8000 Hertz, pretty much. And this keyboard, I believe it's 230 bucks even, which is a lot. And this is the only keyboard here that you cannot change out the switches if you're using Razer's Gen 2 optical analog switches. And like the other keyboards, these have adjustable actuation, but instead of using magnets, they use a beam of light for each key. And you have your roller right here, or your volume roller, which is definitely better than the one on the Logitech. You have your two little buttons if you want to change profiles, pretty much, and you have a screen right here to show you the actuation point or you set, or the rapid trigger sensitivity. You can, yes, you can do this on this keyboard, but I believe you can't change the polling rate on this keyboard. In order to change it, you had to go into software and change the polling rate. Razer is working on web software, but it's still in beta at the moment. So whenever I try to use that, for some reason, I couldn't just get it to work on my keyboard, even with my DeathAdder V4 Pro, which is kind of interesting, but since that doesn't work. But maybe it'll work in the future, because I would like to see other companies use web-based software. It's just like the go-to nowadays, like Finalist, Pulsar, and Ninjutsu. Logitech's almost doing it. Razer's almost doing it. SteelSeries might need to do it. Sorry for that. But I wish Razer would use Hall effect switches, so because like not a lot of people really like these switches, and also not use any other switches. But if you want to use one switch, that's fine. But I would like to see Razer do that. But they did do that with their mechanical keyboards in the Black Widow lineup, or with the wireless Black Widow V4 75%, which was like a $300 keyboard, and they did that with the wired Black Widow 75%, which is both of those are swappable as well. Sorry. So I don't see why Razer can't do it with their Razer or Huntsman keyboards. Like, I mean, sure, it's a good keyboard, but I would just like to see Razer do that. You know what I'm saying? But here's the sound test of the keyboard, anyways. So here we go. So that's pretty much it. So let me know in the comments what keyboard is your favorite, and let me know in the comments which keyboard you're using right now. But anyways, I'll be seeing you guys soon, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you guys soon.